Hello. So today I was thinking about one of my favorite poems. It happens to be one by Shakespeare himself. And it's Sonnet 18. And it goes, Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his cold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wander'st in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. It's a lovely poem. A bit cliche, but the sentiment is beautiful regardless. The reason I went and came to read this poem to you is an interesting thing happened to me. I fell in love again, and I am all good now, but when it did hit me, I did find myself thinking about progeny, of leaving parts of me and letting them grow in time and seeing how they become different than me and somehow mine. And I do come back frequently to a plan hatched by good old Alexander the Great. For he had a lover as well, with whom he could not have progeny of their own. So he devised an idea where his sister would wed his lover, and he would wed his lover's sister, and their respective progeny would wed in turn, and that way their bloodlines would link, and it'd be the same as if he and his lover had progeny of their own directly. It's an interesting, very sentimental, very love-stricken, if such a word exists. As grief can cloud the mind, I suppose love and obsession can do too. And I like to think Sonnet 18 doesn't really toy with that idea, but you can easily link the two. When in eternal lines to times thou growest, when with infinite airs you grow through time, and death can never brag that he has claimed you. because you escape his grasp on the wings of your progeny, soaring into eternity. I imagine Shakespeare would have liked to soar by in tandem, viewing your lovers, children. I imagine there is a love towards them as well, even if they are not yours, because you love their maker. And I suppose that is love. Sickly, obsessive, knows no bounds, flies everywhere. A wild bird. It is very avian when you think about it. Love is. It's not quite rational. It doesn't measure this, that, consequence and cause. Instead, it's very much a magpie obsessing over a shiny little thing, and it becomes this whole other world of irrational logic that follows and must follows and therefores and hences, but never once does it come back to the real world to check up on itself to see if it makes sense suddenly. But yes, I do think there is merit in comparing the two. And for anyone who is stuck, progenyless, heirless, you can always find comfort in the notion that perhaps there are other heirs for you who are yet to be made by that which you love. And should they ever come to be, your love will fruitfully multiply. As your lover has, so your love does too. And like a branching tree, it reaches for the heaven forever.